It was a wonderful day. Congratulations to all the honorees. It's been a pleasure learning about some of you before and learning about some of you here today. Thank you, members of the 2001 soccer team and all your family that was here. You know, I think it was because of your success that we decided to keep Coach Harvey around for a little while. And that was a decision that worked out well for us, despite his rather odd accent, that beautiful accent. Jeff McLaughlin, your career is OCU baseball history, to be sure. It was great to learn about your family and your parents, and also a theme that was repeated later, finding a wife here. What a great thing that is. That happens to a lot of our athletes. Thank you, Jeff, for setting such a high standard and for having such a good GPA as well. That was nice and is appreciated. Tyron, you're still writing a story. With every stroke, you represent your alma mater, and we are so grateful to you for that. You compete in a sport where there's tremendous individual pressure, and OCU takes really great pride in you. You are a star. And it was particularly interesting to learn about Mr. Wilkerson, whose athletic prowess was displayed in an array of sports. I guess any sport we could have had, he would have lettered in. And he was truly a fearless competitor, and he played at a time when body armor wasn't what it is these days, when every time you went on the field, you risked very, very serious injury. But he excelled, and what a champion. OCU has amassed 66 national championships following the championships that he led. And that 1931 team was undefeated. And so, of course, I also love the fact, and I think Lloyd Musselman must have shared joy at this, that he liked Shakespeare. And he brought Shakespeare to Odessa along with many other things. To thine own self be true, and he was indeed true. Well, as Coach Craybaugh likes to stress, winning doesn't suck. And he should know, because he's done a lot of winning. And we enjoy celebrating championships. This is one of the OCU has, I believe, the strongest collegiate athletic program in the country. It's just truly remarkable. And we love those banners that Denny likes to talk about. Indeed, during one of his sermons, I actually plopped down on the gym floor and did push-ups. But beyond the teamwork are the life lessons and the class lessons and all the other things that build men and women, that build character. And our coaches are phenomenal. They instill that spirit. They become lifelong teachers and friends and leaders of our athletes. That, or forms of government let fools contest, that which administers best is best. That was Pope Alexander, not thee. There is an administrator in this program who's done truly, truly remarkable work. And that is our athletic director, Jim Abbott. Jim has been a genuine asset to me in my tenure here. It is great to have an athletic director who creates no problems. It creates remarkable records of success and can take resources that we wish were more, but stretch them and make them work and be a leader to the rest of the cabinet. And so he continues to be a great leader. And we have an opportunity today to pay a special tribute to him. And I would like to ask one of my bosses, OCU trustee J.R. Holmesy, to join me at the podium for some brief remarks.
I echo what President Henry said. Congratulations to the family of Mr. Wilkerson. Unbelievable guy. Tarzan, wow. Jeff, I used to watch you play, and you may not look like it, but you were the real deal. Soccer team, wow, you women were amazing, and I watched you play many games, and it's a thrill to watch you come back. Tyra, you may not know this, but my wife and I are avid golfers. Patsy Wave. She has many times been and is currently the senior champ at Will Creek Country Club. And every Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we're looking for this guy in the paper and rooting for him and loving the fact that he gets a check, and that's pretty good. We get to follow you all the time. Thank you. We have an unbelievable coaching staff. And if you're a coach or an assistant coach, just wave your hand. I am not going to go into, because it would take an hour, and we all want to be here exactly 2 hours, so I've got a couple of minutes. National championships, conference championships, individual student achievements, individual student champions. Maybe one of the most important things is that under the direction of the guy that steers the ship over here, this one here, Jim Abbott, we have never been below 3.1 GPA for student athletes, and that's like 22 or 23 semesters. So, everybody thinks that an athletic director just kind of like looks around and tells the coaches to do something. The truth is, they're a travel agent, they're a coach, they're a counselor, they're a cheerleader, they're a babysitter, they're a psychiatrist, they're a referee, you name it, and that's the hat that those guys have to wear. And it has been absolutely thrilling for me to have him as our AD, because many years ago, President Gerald Walker asked me to be on the Board of Trustees, and he said, would you emphasize the law school, which I did graduate at OCU about 110 years ago, and would you take care of the athletic department? That would be your baby. Well, I've been through several ADs. Nobody was anywhere near this guy. And the truth is, he worked here, then he left for a while. Then President Tom McDaniel said, would you help us? We've got to find a new athletic director. And somebody said, Jim Abbott's going to apply. And I thought that was fake news. But when I realized that he was for real, I thought, man, I know who's got my vote. This guy's amazing. We want him on board. Then Robert Henry was a very smart guy and a very dear friend of mine for lifelong. He thought, wow, we got to keep this guy around. So it's just kind of one of those things that I want you to know that we did one time on our sports spectacular. We honored Joe Castiglione from OU, who was fantastic. Then I looked at both resumes and I thought, oh my gosh, nobody's close to Jim Abbott. Nowhere. Nobody could possibly say that they have won as many games with their coaches as this guy. And he's been Athletic Director of the Year, got the Director's Cup this year. And so, with that said, Patsy, would you get that box underneath you? And would everybody please welcome and our newest member, Jim Abbott.
I'm going to spare you an acceptance speech because I think I probably would cry. I would like our coaches, we sort of gave sort of an awkward wave. I'd like them to stand so that we can recognize them one more time. Keep standing, please, Coach. coaches. That's the boss part of being an athletic director. So I get to work with great men and women who love what they do. I get to watch young people do what they love to do. So, thank you for what you do. Thank you for being here today. Thank you very much. That concludes our luncheon. Come back and see us again. Thank you very much for